It is Wednesday, April 22nd, 2026. We are home in Queens, New York. I am the Mets head, talking all things New York Mets, with a preview of Game 24 versus the Minnesota Twins. We lost again. Apparently, they do go more than 11. We have lost 12 games in a row. Last night, we did score 3 runs with a big 3-run homer by Francisco Lindor, but that's all the offense we really got. It all started with a clean hit by Vientos, and then Bench grounded it to shortstop by the hustle down to first base to prevent the double play. He then stole second, some patience by Semien to walk, and I didn't think Lindor had it. He had a big swing and miss right before he hit that home run. But he made good contact, and that thing went over the wall. I felt really confident that McLean was pitching. McLean was unhittable through 5. 15 up, 15 down with 8 strikeouts. And then Wallner led off the 6th with a hit, which was followed up by 2 outs. And then up came Buxton. McLean had been throwing up and into Buxton all night. And he threw up and into him one more time. And then apologized to Buxton for throwing it up and in. Buxton and McLean are former teammates from the WBC. And Ron Darling pointed out McLean was trying to be a good citizen, but you don't do that on the ball field. Because once you apologize for throwing it up and into him, he knew you weren't going to throw it up and in again. And he took advantage of Buxton hit that ball out. I did not think it was a bad decision to leave McLean in to start the 7th. He struck out Jeffers looking. He should have been in to face Jeffers. Then Clemens doubled, hustle double. I don't think Taylor could have gotten them. And then he gave up the base hit to Keishel to center field to score the run. I don't know if Robert really had a chance to get him at home, but he made a bad throw, rolling into the infield. I wonder if Tyrone Taylor really should be playing center field because Robert seems to be lacking. I had confidence in Taylor that anything that was hit by him, he'd get to it and he'd play well. So maybe putting Taylor in right field isn't such a great idea. Put him in center, move Robert to right. And then we got out of the inning, but we didn't score any more runs. And then Devin Williams comes in the top of the 9th, which a lot of closers don't pitch well in tie games. But he did no favors, and he walked the first 2 guys. He walked the first batter on 4 pitches, then walked the next guy, and it was terrible. And then Austin Warren came in and struck out the next 3 batters. What a performance. So we lost 12 in a row. And we are now 7-16. Now with the worst record in Major League Baseball, a half a game behind the Royals, and the Twins moved up to second in the American League Central, only 1 game out of first. This is really more like a joke than anything. I'm not like really upset about it. I mean, teams lose, but it's just so much losing that it's just a joke at this point. This is a joke. I want large bread, but they will hit again. I know they will. Hopefully tonight, Soto is back in the lineup, so that's a good thing. Should help out with the run scoring. On the mound for the Twins tonight is left-hand pitcher Connor Prelip from Wisconsin. The 6'2", 210-pound, 25-year-old with no major league experience. That could be bad. The Mets usually do not do well when they face brand new pitchers. And he is actually doing very well in the minor leagues this year so far. In his 4 games, he is 1-0 with a 2.30 ERA and 22 strikeouts in 15 innings. The lineup I would expect now that Soto will be back is move Lindor back to number 1. Enough with experimenting with guys who are not hitting and leading him off. Benj and Semien should be at the bottom of the lineup, not the top. I think Bichette should bat second. Lindor's hitting now. Bichette needs to get going. And having Soto batting third behind him will help out. I've been saying that since before the season started. Francisco Alvarez should be batting fourth. He should be rewarded for his consistency, but Mendoza won't do it. Then Robert should bat fifth. We're facing a lefty, so we're going to put in all right-hand hitters. I'm not sure who should bat sixth, either Vientos or Semien. Semien's hitting better, but Vientos has more power. More of a power hitter batting behind Vientos, so I'd bat Pham. Pham should play behind Vientos today. And he's got some speed, so then I would like Semien batting eighth. And then you could decide ninth, either Torrens or Taylor. Torrens could catch and Alvarez could DH. Or Taylor should play in center field and Robert should be in right. But if you play Taylor, then Pham should be the DH. Unless Soto can't run, make him the DH. On the mound for the Mets will be Clay Holmes from Sweet Home, Alabama. The 6'5", 245-pound, 33-year-old right-hand pitcher is having a superb 2026, continuing from his very good 2025, where he pitched 33 games to a 12-8 record with a 3.53 ERA. He threw 165 innings, struck out 129. It was definitely our most consistent starting pitcher. It was a risk turning him into a starter, but it panned out. This year in 4 games, he is 2-2, but has a 1.96 ERA and has 16 strikeouts in 23 innings pitched. The possible lineup that he is facing has Buxton leading off 0 for 5 against Holmes. Larnach batting second. He's 1 for 1 against Holmes. Josh Bell batting third. He's 1 for 5 with a double. Then Jeffers batting fourth, has not faced Holmes before. Then the left-hand hitting Wallner in right field batting fifth. He's 1 for 2 with a triple. Then I'd bat Keishel. Then possibly Clemens at first base. If I were them, I'd play Carantini at catcher and put Jeffers at DH. Carantini's doing pretty well and is 1 for 3 against Holmes with 2 walks. And bat Brooks Lee ninth. Clay Holmes, been good. Let's hope we can pull this one out. Let's go, Mets go. Until next time, I'm Juan Gan.